Hey guys, welcome back to NsomniaksDream. Yes, where have I been? I've been gone forever, I know. It was not an intentional hiatus. I kept wanting to create, I kept wanting to put out new videos, and it just didn't happen. It's a mix of things from being incredibly busy with other stuff to being in a kind of a creative rut, but I mean, I was doing a lot of other things creatively, so I don't want to say I was completely in like an art block, but a lot of my makeup took a hit, a lot of my passion for creating was taking a huge hit, and then there was a lot of personal stuff on the other side that really affected me mentally, so it wasn't intended to take a hiatus from YouTube, but it's definitely been quite a few months. But I am absolutely back. This is not just like one video and then another 2 months of nothing. I am back into filming. I've already filmed the counterpart to this before this look, so the body paint version is coming back in, so I was really happy to let me know that I am back in the right headspace for this. Thank you guys for being so patient. I know it's been for frickin' ever. But yes, so this tutorial is for a marbled eyeliner look, such as this. I had actually posted this on Instagram and I had filmed this look a while ago, but that video was garbage, and I will explain that in the video a little bit. Hopefully you can get some tips and tricks out of this, or just hang out and find out what I've been doing, where I've been, and what's been going on. And then share with me what's been going on with you guys, because I feel definitely disconnected. I've rambled on long enough, I apologize. I'm just really pumped to be back. So without further ado, let's just jump into the tutorial and get started. Alright, to start this one off, I'm going to apply my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Primer, as well as the Triple Eye Remedy, which is just kind of a moisturizing, smoother, and slight corrector, because that's a bit of a tint to it. For foundation today, you guys know I don't have like an end-all be-all foundation, so I kind of jump around. NYX Total Control Drops. I haven't used the control drops in a while, so I figure why not. And then something I feel like I have to try is Makeup Drop was nice enough to send me one of these silicone applicators, which were like the biggest trend ever a little while back, and then kind of fell off the face of the planet. Probably for obvious reasons, but I am really intrigued to try this out. Small amount of product directly onto the tip of the drop. Lightly dab, draw, or outline on the face, then use the wider side to gently massage into skin. Hair out of the way. What's hard is I don't know if you're supposed to use it like a sponge where you kind of pat it on, or are you supposed to just like go across your face. Not amazing, gotta be honest. It's leaving like little like flaky pieces. I'm just gonna quickly try the Smashbox BB water. This one's slightly darker than the Total Control drops because Smashbox doesn't go that light. I can't say I'm a fan of this thing. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to use. Fantastic for the sense that would be incredibly easy to clean. It's not going to have anything build up on it because silicone pretty much has nothing stick to it. You're going to use far less product, which is a big selling point for it. But the problem is that once it's on your skin, truly moving it around and pushing it into your skin is a huge issue because it doesn't grip makeup. Whereas this, all it really can do is either push it around like that, which looks awful, or I don't know. I can't say I'm a fan. I don't know. Sorry, I'm removing my foundation. I apply very thin layers of foundation, so maybe the silicone applicators are better for people who put like really heavy full coverage foundation on. And then for areas that I might want a little bit of extra coverage, a little bit under the eyes, right there. I'm gonna use the Smashbox contour stick to do a little bit of extra defining while I'm in the cream stage. We'll say if you're super fair, this is like not the best contour color. It's a little bit bronzy as well. To set everything, I'm just gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I like a really like dense flat brush because I tend to press it in. I desperately want to dye my hair. I hate having such a normal color. Blonde is fun and all, but there should be some kind of rainbow color in it. I will do the rest of face later. For now, let's move to eyes. I'm gonna prime my eyes with the NYX HD primer to make the marble liner pop out. It's gonna be advantageous to you to do a contrasting eye. So in this case, a really dark smoky eye will help the white stand out a lot more. So I'm gonna use the Urban Decay, whoops, the smoky palette, just because it has a lot of dark shades in it, but anything you have with just some neutral colors, dark grays, blacks, or browns, dark reds, it really doesn't matter, just dark colors. So I'm gonna start with the end color and use these two. This one just up by the brow bone and then this kind of in the crease just to create a base. I like to work backwards with smoky eyes. I tend to go from light to dark. I think just because I find it easier that once the light higher colors are down, the black ones or the darker shadows blend up easier. That's kind of what I go for. This is the Makeup Geek Define Crease Brush, gray. That's right here, which is a MAC gray. So where have I been the past few months? In general, I've kind of been heavy loading on doing different conventions. So I've mentioned in other videos, but if you're either new here or don't tune in that often, I sell my artwork in prints at conventions. And so I had 3 pretty much back to back. June was just heavy loaded with more convention work. And before that, it was was in a rut, if I'm entirely honest. I was streaming on Twitch a little bit, doing my drawings, and I want to keep doing that because I'm really enjoying it. And potentially maybe do some fun makeup on there eventually. And then of course I have a few really huge projects in the work on my end. I knew coming to 2018 were going to be a lot of dedication, a lot of time. Kind of reached a point of being able to actually organize all of it instead of having to choose one over the other. There's Smolder right here, and then there's the black. So I'm gonna kind of move into those and just kind of bring them down to my lash line. I had filmed this before, but when I was finally going through the footage, it was a really effing depressing video to go through. I was really low energy when I filmed it. I knew that. I was exhausted that day, but I was like, no, I'm gonna film. I'm gonna get back into filming. And this is like back in May, by the way. And I was already in kind of that rut full swing. And I was like, no, I'm gonna push through it. I'm gonna make something, it'll be fine. And I'm like editing it now, being like, no, this needs to be redone. The white marble wing is gonna go outside of my eye. And I still want it to have a little bit of contrast. What I'm going to use for this, for most of the marbling, is the Suva Beauty Hydro Liners. These are water activated, so they function much like a water activated face paint. Having a very fine tip brush, if possible, is going to be your friend here. So taking the white hydro liner, just going to do a cat eye wing however you want. Just try to make it pretty thick so that you can add the marble effect and it will actually look like a marble effect. And as I do with my normal wing liner, I'm going to try and match just the line on the other side before I fill in, just so I kind of have them relatively even. So these hydro liners act pretty much exactly like water activated face paint. So if you haven't worked with water activated face paints before, just know that there is kind of a balance of how much water, so I'm keeping my eye kind of closed while it dries, you want to actually put in the products. You don't want it super watery or else it's just going to drip down your face. All right, I'm going to let it dry and then we'll move on. So for this part, I'm going to use the black version of the hydro liner, and for something like this, the water activated eyeliner is very useful because you can dilute it to make the gray tones that you need. But if you don't have anything like this or have access to something like this, you could easily do this with eyeshadow on a very small brush as well, or eyeliners in different shades of gray to black. So it's definitely still possible. So I'm using a little bit of black and I put a little bit of water into the lid, and that'll give me more of a gray tone, especially since I'm using the same brush that had white on it. It'll kind of mix with it. Marbling, if you look at pictures, is very similar to like if veining and watercolor had a baby. It kind of veins and branches out, but then it also has a little bit of a watercolor bleeding feel to it. So that's kind of what we're going for. I'm starting soft with a really light gray mixture. And again, it's such a small area, you don't want to put it everywhere. You want the white to stand out and just have that marbling kind of just be in certain areas. And then add a little bit of black. Just that easy. I know, it's not very exciting. Let's finish up the look. got a few last things to do. Dagger is this like blue toned, maybe this guy in the inner corner, and I put these underneath. You guys know me, I like a lot on my bottom lashes, but can always apply it much thinner. For mascara, I'm going to throw on a little bit of the Essence Lash Princess, one of my faves. Mascara, extra important here since it's very possible, what the hell? Very possible that you got white on your lashes while doing the liner. I'm gonna throw on a big pair of lashes. I'm gonna use the Ofra Pillow Talk highlighter, which I 100% got because of Jordy from It's Likely Makeup. I can't highlight as nicely as her though, because I don't have like her bone structure. I mainly just do, she also got me hooked on the nose highlight, 100%, but the Makeup Geek blush in Rendezvous. NYX Lip Lingerie in Embellishments. The lip lingeries I find are incredibly drying, so I'm going to throw on a gloss over top so that I can actually wear this longer than 5 seconds. Alright, that is it for this tutorial, and back to filming. I'm so happy. I'm so freaking pumped to be back into it. I've already started pre-filming for Halloween. I know it seems early, but for me it is right on time because I need enough time to edit, which takes me 10 years. And I also have a bunch of conventions still coming up to give a lot of love and attention to for new drawings, new products, all that stuff. So to make sure it all comes together for you guys, I've started really early, and there's still a very, very big secret project in the works that is huge for me. So I'm really excited to bring that to you. It will be launching in a few months, maybe a month and maybe 2 months time. So I'm really, really excited for that. I'm working my ass off on it behind the scenes, and I can't wait to bring that to you as well. So yes, I am back. This is not just like one of those random videos I've been uploading that come back in and then it's 2 months later and there's still no videos. So if you're still with me, thank you very much, because I know on the internet a lot of people probably have pieced out by now, which is totally fair. So I am definitely grateful for you guys who have stuck around. Since this is my first video back, and if you do not follow me on any other social media, you would not know this, but I did indeed get engaged in the time away. So if you start seeing a ring in the different videos, that is why. Just thought I'd put that out there because someone's probably gonna notice it. And yeah, I'm really pumped for everything coming down the pipe. The next video following this, of course, is going to be the body paint version for the marble look. So stay tuned for that. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I cannot thank you enough for watching. I, of course, will see you next video. So until then, bye guys.